The spaceship hummed quietly as it floated above the red, rocky surface of the distant planet. The humans inside had been exploring the galaxy for years, searching for new life, new worlds, and new stories. Captain Mara looked out of the window, her eyes narrowing as she scanned the strange landscape below. Craters, jagged cliffs, and swirling dust storms made the planet look alive in a dangerous way. "Sensors are picking up something unusual," said Dr. Keon, the ship's scientist. His voice was calm, but his eyes were wide with curiosity. "What is it?" Mara asked, stepping closer. "It's small," Keon said, "but it's moving. Not like any animal we've ever seen. It almost looks abandoned." Mara's brow furrowed. "Abandoned? By who?" "That's what we need to find out," Keon said. He adjusted his instruments. "Whatever it is, it's not native to this planet. I think someone left it here." The team landed near a jagged cliff, the engines kicking up clouds of red dust. As they stepped out, the wind whistled through the rocks. The alien world smelled sharp, like metal mixed with ozone. Their boots crunched on the dry, brittle ground. Then they saw it. A small creature crouched behind a rock. It had big, round eyes that reflected the sunlight like polished stones. Its skin shimmered slightly in the dim light, soft and smooth, almost like liquid. Tentacle-like limbs curled around its tiny body. But it didn't move aggressively. Instead, it stared at the humans with something like fear. "Look at it," whispered Keon. "It's scared." Mara stepped forward slowly. "We need to be careful. We don't know what it can do." The alien made a small sound, almost like a whisper. It didn't attack. It just shivered. Mara knelt down, keeping her hands open. "We're not here to hurt you," she said gently. For a long moment, the alien just watched. Then, almost as if it understood, it moved a tiny step closer. Its eyes glimmered with curiosity. "Do you think it was abandoned?" one of the crew asked. "Seems like it," Mara said. "But why? Why leave something like this behind?" The team examined the area. There were signs of a small camp, remnants of strange machinery, and scorch marks on the ground. Whatever had left this creature, it had gone in a hurry. Mara's stomach tightened. Something about this place didn't feel safe. Suddenly, a loud screech echoed from the cliffs above. Dust fell around them. The humans froze. The creature flinched and hid behind Mara's leg, wrapping one of its tiny tentacles around her boot. "Did you hear that?" whispered Keon. Mara nodded. "Something is out there. Something big." The wind howled and the shadow of a huge figure passed over them. The humans held their breath. Whatever had left this creature behind might not have gone far. And it might be coming back. The alien creature stepped closer again, this time brushing against Mara's hand. Its touch was soft, almost electric. She looked at it, feeling a strange connection. Despite its fear, it trusted them. Maybe because it had no one else. "We can't leave it here," Mara said quietly. "It needs us." "But it could be dangerous," Keon said. "We don't know what it can do." Mara shook her head. "We can't let fear decide. We came here to explore, to help. That's what humans do." The creature made a small chirping sound. Its eyes glowed faintly, as if it was trying to communicate something. Mara felt a shiver run down her spine. There was intelligence in that tiny body, and maybe power. The humans prepared to bring it back to the ship. As they moved, the shadows in the cliffs shifted again. A pair of glowing eyes appeared, far larger than the small alien. Something was watching. Something dangerous. Mara glanced at her team. "Stay close." We moved slowly. No sudden moves. The alien curled itself into her hand, trembling. Its eyes looked into hers, and she felt a strange warmth. It was scared, but it had chosen them. Somehow they had been chosen too. And then in the wind a low growl rumbled. Something was out there, something waiting. Something that didn't want the alien to leave. Mara took a deep breath. "We're not going to let it get left behind. Whatever comes, we face it together." The humans stepped forward, the alien in their hands, moving carefully across the red rocks. And far above them, in the cliffs and shadows, eyes glowed and waited. The adventure had begun. The spaceship's interior smelled of metal and warm air. Outside, the red planet stretched endlessly, but inside, the humans focused on the small creature they had rescued. It sat in a soft containment pod, its large eyes blinking at every movement. It had curled its tiny tentacles around a corner, trying to feel safe. Dr. Keon adjusted the sensors again. "I've never seen anything like it," he said. "Its biology is fascinating. The way it reacts, it's It's almost like it understands us. Mara nodded, stroking the top of the pod gently. It does understand. It knows we saved it. That's why it's not afraid anymore. The alien made a soft chirping sound. Its eyes glowed faintly, as if it was trying to respond. The humans watched in wonder. Each movement seemed intelligent. It studied them, learning quickly. When one crew member held out a hand, the alien hesitated, then tapped it gently with a tiny limb. Keon laughed softly. It's curious, almost playful. But curiosity was not the only thing it showed. When a small piece of equipment fell from the table and clattered to the floor, the alien reacted instantly. Its tentacles shot out, grabbing the object and returning it to Keon's hand. The humans exchanged amazed glances. It was clever. Smarter than they had first thought. Mara watched closely. It's not just an animal, she whispered. It's intelligent, maybe more intelligent than us in some ways. The days passed slowly, but each moment with the alien brought new surprises. It learned to mimic simple sounds like whistles and clicks. It would follow the humans around the lab, watching their every move. It seemed to want to help, but sometimes it acted strangely, pausing as if listening to something no one else could hear. One afternoon, a sudden alarm echoed through the ship. The humans froze. Keon checked the sensors. There's a signal. Faint but repeating. So it's coming from the planet. Someone or something is searching. The alien stiffened. Its eyes glowed brighter than before. It chirped and whistled, a sound full of urgency. Mara felt a chill run down her spine. Whatever had left it behind, whatever had abandoned it, they might be coming back. Are they dangerous? One of the crew asked nervously. I don't know, Mara said. But we can't let fear decide our next move. We protect it. That's what humans do. The alien seemed to understand. It slowly moved closer to Mara, curling around her arm as if to say, I trust you. Over the next hours, the humans tried to learn more. The alien reacted to lights, sounds, and even simple tools. It seemed to understand cause and effect. When Keon held up a small glowing cube, the creature tapped it, making it spin. Then it pressed another button, showing that it could solve problems in its own way. Mara smiled. It's learning from us, and maybe teaching us too. But the bond was not only about learning. One evening, a sudden electrical surge hit part of the ship. Sparks flew, alarms blared. A crew member froze, unsure what to do. In an instant, the alien shot out a tentacle, touching the control panel. The sparks stopped. The lights returned to normal. The humans stared in awe. This small creature had saved them, maybe without even realizing it. Keon shook his head. It's incredible. We don't just have a pet. We have a partner, a guardian, or something more. Mara looked at the alien, her eyes soft. It's scared, but it's brave, and it trusts us. We can't let it down. The faint signal from the planet grew stronger each day. Mara knew it wouldn't be long before whoever abandoned the alien came back. She studied the creature. Its behavior hinted at powers they didn't understand yet. It could sense danger, solve problems, maybe even protect itself in ways humans couldn't. That night, the alien curled up near Mara's side as she slept. Its soft body seemed warm, almost comforting. She whispered, We'll protect you, no matter what comes. Somewhere on the planet below, shadows moved. Eyes watched the ship from far above, glowing faintly in the darkness. The alien species was coming back, and they were not happy. Mara woke to a low rumble that shook the ship. The alien hissed softly, curling into a defensive posture. Mara felt her heartbeat quicken. She knew the danger was near. The creature had sensed it first. She reached out, touching its shimmering skin. We face it together, she said. The alien chirped once sharply, as if answering her. Outside, the red planet was silent, for now. But soon it would roar. The humans and their small companion had formed a bond that could not be broken. And that bond might be the only thing standing between them and the unknown threat waiting in the shadows. The adventure was only beginning. The spaceship hummed quietly, but the tension inside was thick. Mara paced the main deck, glancing at the alien in its containment pod. It had grown calmer in the last few days, but its glowing eyes occasionally flickered toward the sensors, as if it could sense something the humans could not. Dr. Keon tapped a few buttons nervously. The signal. It's getting stronger. Whoever left this creature, they're coming back. And they're not far. Mara's jaw tightened. How far? Close enough to reach us within hours, Keon admitted. We don't know how many or what they want. But I don't think they're friendly. The alien made a soft, warning whistle. It rose from its pod, floating slightly in the zero-gravity chamber. Its tentacles moved in a strange pattern, almost like a protective shield. Mara watched carefully. It was preparing them, or maybe itself, for what was coming. Looks like it knows more than we thought, she said softly. We need to be ready. Suddenly, alarms blared. Red lights flashed across the deck. The ship shook violently. Mara grabbed the alien, holding it close as the crew scrambled. On the main monitor, shapes appeared outside the ship, massive, shadowy figures gliding across the red landscape below. They're here, Keon said, his voice tight. They're huge, and they're looking for the alien hissed, curling into Mara's arm. Its skin shimmered, glowing brighter than ever. It made a sharp sound that reverberated through the ship. Mara felt it, some kind of energy pulsing from the creature. They're not just coming for it, they want to take it by force, she whispered. We can't let that happen. The humans prepared for action. They had no weapons strong enough to fight these creatures, but they had intelligence, strategy, and the alien itself. Mara took a deep breath. We face them smartly. We don't run. We protect our friend. Outside, the shadows moved closer. The humans could see glimpses of the alien species, large, sleek, and terrifying. Their eyes glowed like molten gold. The ground shook with each step they took. The alien suddenly extended its tentacles, touching the ship's control panel. Sparks flew, but then a strange energy pulsed through the console. The humans watched in awe as the alien seemed to manipulate the ship itself, guiding it to safety. Keon gasped. It's helping us fight, or maybe defend itself. Mara nodded, gripping the alien tighter. Whatever it's doing, it trusts us. And we trust it. The first of the shadowy creatures leaped onto the ship. Its claws scraped the metal walls. The humans ducked as sparks flew. The alien reacted instantly, sending out a wave of energy that knocked the attacker back. It hissed sharply, a warning sound that made the humans shiver. Stay behind me, Mara shouted. She pushed her crew to safety, using her body as a shield while the alien continued to defend them. Its glowing eyes locked onto each attacker, moving with precision. The humans realized something important. They didn't need to fight alone. Together with the alien, they were stronger than the threat outside. Intelligence, courage, and trust became their weapons. Hours passed. The alien's energy shield held, while the humans maneuvered the ship, dodging attacks and setting traps. Every time a creature approached, the alien responded with a strange pulse or movement that disrupted them. Mara watched, amazed at the bond forming between them. Finally, the last shadow recoiled, retreating into the red dust. The ship shook, but it was safe for now. The alien curled up in Mara's arms, exhausted but unharmed. Its large eyes blinked slowly, as if acknowledging the human's bravery. Keon exhaled. I can't believe it. We actually survived. Because of it. Mara looked at the alien, smiling faintly. Knows we survived together. Humans and alien protecting each other. That's what matters. Outside, the red planet was quiet again. The shadowy figures had retreated, but their presence lingered like a warning. Mara knew the danger was far from over. Whoever had abandoned the alien might return, stronger and smarter. The small creature stirred in her arms, glowing softly. Its eyes met hers, and Mara felt a spark of something extraordinary. It wasn't just an alien pet. It was a partner, a guardian, and maybe even a guide for the humans in this strange, dangerous galaxy. Mara whispered, "We'll face anything together. You and me, we're a team." The alien chirped softly, curling closer, as if promising the same. Above them, the stars shimmered cold and silent. But Mara knew one thing. Courage, intelligence, and trust, human qualities, would always make the difference. And together they were unstoppable. The adventure was only getting harder. But for now they had survived. And the bond between human and alien had grown stronger than ever. The ship was quiet after the battle, but the tension never left. Mara paced the main deck, still holding the alien in her arms. The creature's eyes glimmered softly, as if sensing the thoughts racing through her mind. The humans had survived the attack, but questions still haunted them. Why was it abandoned? Keon asked, breaking the silence. He had been studying the aliens' behavior and energy patterns non-stop. There must be a reason. Something serious. Or dangerous, Mara frowned. It's small. It looks harmless. But maybe... Harmless isn't the whole story. The alien chirped softly, nudging Mara's hand. Its glowing eyes flickered, as if urging them to pay attention. Keon adjusted the sensors, tracing the alien's energy signature. That's when he saw it. A hidden trace, something no one had noticed before. Look at this, he said. It's unusual. This energy, it's not just life force. It can manipulate matter. It can defend, attack, even control elements around it. That's why its species abandoned it. They were afraid of its power. Mara's eyes widened. You mean, it's dangerous? Keon shook his head slowly. Not dangerous if it's with the right people. With us, it can help. But if it falls into the wrong hands... He trailed off. The alien made a soft, almost sad sound. Mara realized it understood. It wasn't just abandoned because its species feared it. It was alone because it had no one to trust. Until now, suddenly the sensors beeped frantically. Another group of shadows appeared on the planet, larger and faster this time. They were clearly aware of the alien's location, and they were coming for it. They're back, Mara said. And this time, they know exactly where we are. The alien stirred, glowing brighter than before. Its small body pulsed with energy, almost like it was preparing to fight. Mara felt the warmth of the power, stronger than anything she had felt before. Keon, we need a plan, she said. Keon nodded. We can't fight them head-on. But if we use the ship and the alien's abilities together, we might have a chance. It's brilliant, but it needs guidance. Mara looked at the alien. We'll guide you, but you need to trust us completely. The creature blinked slowly, almost solemnly. Mara took it as a promise. They had each other now. As the attackers approached, Mara and her team prepared. They positioned the ship's shields, activated traps, and coordinated with the alien. Every move was precise. Every decision counted. When the first shadow landed, the alien extended its tentacles, sending out a pulse of energy that made the attackers stumble. Mara maneuvered the ship to create narrow corridors, forcing the enemies into tight spaces. Keon triggered the traps, electrifying the ground just enough to block them. The alien's power amazed them. It didn't just fight, it calculated. Every motion was deliberate. Every pulse was precise. The humans realized something incredible. This tiny creature had more strategy than most beings they had encountered. During the battle, Mara noticed a pattern. The alien reacted differently to certain signals from the attackers. Its species wasn't just aggressive. They were trying to control it, to force it back. And that was when the revelation hit Mara like a lightning bolt. They're afraid of it, she whispered. They abandoned it because they could never control it. And now, they're trying again. The alien chirped sharply, glowing even brighter. It pulsed with energy, creating a shield around the humans. Mara realized this tiny creature, once abandoned and weak, was now their protector, their ally, and the key to survival. Finally, after a tense and exhausting battle, the attackers retreated. Their glowing eyes disappeared into the red horizon. The ship shook from the effort, but everyone was safe. The alien curled up in Mara's arms, tired but unharmed. Keon exhaled. I don't know what to say. It's incredible. We survived because of it. Mara looked at the alien, smiling softly. Not because of it alone. We survived together, humans and aliens side by side. That's what matters. The creature chirped softly, almost proudly, as if understanding its place in the team. The humans realized they were part of something bigger now. A bond stronger than fear, stronger than power. But in the shadows far below, glowing eyes still watched. They had retreated for now, but they had learned. They would come back. And the next time it might not be just about taking the alien. It might be about revenge. Mara stroked the creature gently. Whatever comes next, we'll face it, together. The alien blinked, glowing softly as if promising the same. The adventure was far from over. But now the humans knew a truth. Trust, courage, and unity could turn even the smallest creature into the greatest ally. The red planet stretched endlessly below the spaceship, its cliffs sharp and its dust swirling in the wind. Mara held the small alien tightly, feeling the warmth of its glowing body. They had survived the first wave of attacks, but Mara knew the enemy would return. The alien species was clever and relentless. "Sensors show multiple signatures approaching," Keon said, his voice tense. "They're coming, and they're faster than before." Mara nodded. "Then we make our stand. Together." The alien stirred in her arms, its eyes glowing brighter. It pulsed softly, almost like a heartbeat. Mara realized something. It wasn't just a pet. It was a partner, a protector, and a force of its own. And together they could face anything. Outside the ship, shadows moved swiftly across the red landscape. The alien species had returned, more numerous and aggressive. Their glowing eyes reflected anger, fear, and the desire to reclaim what they thought was theirs. Mara turned to her team. "We stay calm, we stay smart, and we stay together. That's our advantage. The alien trusts us, and we trust it." The battle began. The alien extended its tentacles, sending out waves of energy that disrupted the attackers. Mara maneuvered the ship skillfully, creating narrow corridors that slowed down the enemy. Keon triggered traps, electrifying the ground and blocking their path. The humans realized a powerful truth. They didn't need weapons stronger than the enemy. Their strength lay in their intelligence, courage, and teamwork. With the aliens' abilities and their strategy, they could outsmart the attackers. During the fight, the alien acted almost like a commander. It pulsed energy to shield humans, pushed back attackers, and even guided the ship's movement. Every action was precise. Every pulse was deliberate. Mara marveled at the bond they had formed, human and alien working in perfect harmony. Finally, the last of the attackers recoiled, retreating into the red dust. The ship trembled from the effort, but the humans and the alien were safe. Mara looked down at the small creature in her arms. It was tired but proud. Its glowing eyes met hers, and she felt a connection deeper than words. Keon exhaled, shaking his head. "I can't believe it." "We survived, because of us and it," Mara smiled softly. "Not just because of us. Not just because of it. Together, that's what counts. Humans and alien. Trust, courage, and intelligence. That's what saved us." The alien chirped softly, curling into her arms. Mara felt a warmth that went beyond physical comfort. It was gratitude, trust, and friendship all at once. As the ship stabilized, Mara looked out at the red planet. The enemy had retreated for now, but they had learned. Mara knew they might return stronger, faster, and smarter. But she was not afraid. Humans had survived worse. And now they had an ally unlike any other. "This is just the beginning," Mara said, speaking to the alien and her crew. "We're stronger together. And whatever comes next, we'll face it. With courage, with brains, and with trust." The alien made a soft, proud chirp. It seemed to understand completely. They had saved it, yes, but in return it had saved them too. Together they had formed a bond that nothing could break. Mara's thoughts drifted to the future. This small creature had potential beyond imagination. It could teach them, protect them, and even help humanity in ways they had never dreamed. But the most important lesson was simple. Compassion, courage, and intelligence could overcome fear, danger, and even creatures far stronger than themselves. The stars twinkled above, cold and distant. But Mara looked at her crew and the alien and felt warmth, strength, and hope. They had faced impossible odds and survived. And humanity had proven once again that intelligence, courage, and compassion made them worthy. The alien curled into Mara's arms, glowing softly in the dim light. The humans smiled, knowing that this bond between a small creature and a team of humans would guide them through countless challenges in the galaxy. And somewhere, in the shadows of the red planet, glowing eyes watched once more. But Mara was ready. The humans had courage. They had intelligence. They had trust. And now they had each other. The adventure was far from over, but humanity, together with this small, abandoned alien, was unstoppable.